what's up? It's Grace, and today I'm going to be talking more about my bookish pet peeves. I already did a video talking about bookish pet peeves, but there are just so many bookish pet peeves that there needs to be more than one video. So again, bookish pet peeves are the things that I find irritating in books. Let's get started. The first bookish pet peeve I'm going to talk about is when a character thinks something but doesn't act upon it. Like, in their mind, they're saying, I'm gonna stick up for myself, I'm not gonna let this person bully me anymore, and I'm gonna show them who's boss, or something really cool, and they don't put it in dialogue. And I'm like, but if you were to just say it, many of your problems would be solved. And yeah, that's a little bit irritating. My number 2 bookish pet peeve is when a character keeps a secret from another character in order to protect them. And we all know that it's gonna just blow up in their face, because if they were to have just told them the secret, the other character wouldn't be in a crappy situation, and they would have known what's going on, they wouldn't have been in the dark, and they would have helped or something. I know that secrets do add somewhat of a plot, and it keeps things interesting, but to an extent, because sometimes it's overdone. There's too many secrets, and secret upon secret, and betrayal upon betrayal, and it's just frustrating. My number 3 bookish pet peeve is when girl friendships only talk about guys. Yes, that's something that girls talk about, but that's not the only thing they talk about, and it just makes girls and the characters just seem very one-dimensional, and it's frustrating, and just there's no depth, there's nothing, and there needs to be more variety in girl friendships. Lindsay over at Lindsay Ray brought up a really good point in saying to try and find a book where there's a really strong female friendship where they talk about something other than guys for 2 pages, and that is seriously nearly impossible, except I found that in Fangirl, and I really appreciated it because it's refreshing. And just looking at me and my friends and what we talk about really weird things, and it would just be awesome to just find a really funny, quirky, strange female friendship conversation. It would just be awesome, and I need more of that. My number 4 bookish pet peeve is when a character denies their magical gift. And for example, I'm going to talk about Clary from the Mortal Instruments series, because in the City of Bones, when Jace tells her that her mom's a shadow hunter and she may be a shadow hunter as well, she sees it as a bad thing. She's like, no, I'm not, I'm an ordinary girl and my mom's a painter. You have it wrong. Because if somebody were to tell me that I was a shadow hunter or some really cool magical being, I'd be like, hell yes I am. I already knew that. I wish those existed. That would be awesome. But yeah, anyway, I would love to have a magical gift, and I would never deny it. And it's just, why would you want to be ordinary? Like, no, I'm not. I'm just an ordinary girl. Why would you want to do that? I would totally want magical gifts. My number 5 bookish pet peeve is when a character describes their looks as being less than or bad. For example, like when a character will describe their legs as being too long, or their bodies being too thin and willowy, and their eyes being too big for their face, when me as a reader thinks those traits are awesome to have. And I just think that characters should be written to love themselves, and I know that in reality not everyone loves themselves, and sometimes a book, I don't know, how do I explain this? I see it a lot, and yeah, it's there, but I don't think it needs to be in every book. And I think it would be lovely to read about a character who actually likes the way they look and wouldn't want to change anything. My number 6 bookish pet peeve is when in a love triangle, you can tell that the girl favors one of the guys over the other, but she still leads the other guy on because she feels bad about letting him down or something, and she feels responsible for the love that he feels for her. But she needs to. It's necessary for her to like let that go instead of him having hope. And misplaced hope is a very sad thing, and it just bugs me because I picture a guy being in a love triangle clearly favoring one of the girls over the other, and he's still leading the other one on. That would be bad. It's the double standard thing, and it's not fair, and I don't like it, so that bugs. My number 7 bookish pet peeve is slut shaming. It is an awful thing. The word slut, whore, just to be able to call someone that is cruel and degrading and awful, and I do not like those words. I don't think that someone has a right to call someone that. They're just not okay. And when a girl calls another, actually in one of my favorite books, Hopeless by Colleen Hoover, the main character calls some girls sluts, and I'm like, get over yourself, dude, just stop. And it bugs me. And another thing is when a guy calls a girl a slut but he slept with her. Because that makes sense. That makes total sense. Get over yourself. Talking about slut shaming, I was on Tumblr the other day and there was this post where there was these two hats in the store and one said, "Don't be a slut," and the other one said, "Where's a slut when I need one?" That's just, what the fuck? That's awful. Excuse my language, but that's a lot of people's mentality, and that shouldn't be like that. It's not okay. It's not alright. So yeah. So those are my bookish pet peeves. Comment down below and tell me some of your bookish pet peeves because I would love to know. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye!